Hello, and welcome back to the sixth video in this mini-series. And this is going to be primarily focused on rearranging the layout of web pages and the customization options that are available for the sections on each web page, which house blocks inside of them. Okay, so right here on the home page, sections are basically the content containers which house blocks inside of them. So these are two individual blocks right here. And section 2 is basically all of this right here that encompasses these blocks and all these elements. To configure a section, you hit right up here. The main options that are available in configuration are you can change the width of columns. So if it's a multi-column section, like this one has two different columns that you can place blocks inside, you can click here and you can change that to 2575, where that'll make the column on the left only take up about a fourth of the page, and the column on the right will take up 75%. There's different ratios for how wide each column will be. The style box determines what the background of the section is. So as you can see, if I scroll down a little, this section right here, which encompasses these columns and these blocks, the background is just white on that. And there's a few different options. There's the molecules like this, there's the white background, there's this black background, and that's all in the drop-down menu right here. So this box right here is the network code white background. You play around with these. There's all these different customization options. I like to use the Topo white background, the network code background, and just the white background for most things on the website. To add a new section on the web page, you go right here. And the reason you would want to do this is because only when adding new sections is where you can adjust the width. So a full width section spans the entire width of the web page. As you can see, this little dotted line right here, this is what a fixed width section looks like. It is slightly slimmer than a full width. And I use that for most of the website just because it looks a little bit nicer. It only takes about 75% of the page and it's right in the center. That's what this whole homepage is aligned with, is fixed width sections. However, the two column section is similar to this, except it splits it into two columns. That's what a number of these are, like this box, this box. These are all split into multi-columns, and you can even do 3 columns or 4 columns. When you click on this, it gives you the same set of options for if you were configuring a section. You can choose the type of the background, you can choose the spacing. I usually don't mess with the spacing because it usually looks pretty nice. And yeah, inside of each section is where you put your individual blocks. And once you make a section, you'll have this add block button right inside of it. This will pop up automatically in any new sections that you make. And the sections basically allow you to separate kind of your blocks into different parts on the website. So like I mainly use the sections to have different backgrounds as you scroll down the page, and it also helps me keep blocks sorted. For example, this whole section is like the state of AZSEM. This whole section is our awards. Keeps it pretty organized. One more thing about the layout that I wanted to touch on in this video is the fact that the blocks inside of sections, if you click and hold on it, you can rearrange it. So say I drag it over to this side, it drags it over here, drag it back, and you can drag these between sections as well. So I can, in theory, drag this up and it'll move it up to this next section. And you can basically drag any block element anywhere on the page inside of a different section. And that's how you rearrange the web page with blocks you've already created. So there's definitely a lot of customization options available with sections. Gonna discard those changes. But yeah, the blocks are basically the content of the website, which was discussed in the previous video, and the sections are how you arrange that content. And blocks can be dragged to any position on a page within those section containers. I think that's everything for this video. The next video, I'm going to be talking about uh, how to add an admin to the website. So stay tuned.